Most people pray for a breakthrough, but they never realize they are actively working against the spiritual laws that govern it. If you felt like you're hitting a ceiling in your life, like your prayers are just bouncing back, it's not because God isn't listening. It's because you're missing a key alignment. We spend years asking for change, yet we keep returning to the same patterns, the same doubts, the same environments, expecting a different result. But spiritual stagnation is just an indicator. It's a signal that it is time to realign. Today, we unlock the 3 laws that change everything. To move into a season of abundance, you must stop looking at the physical blockages and start mastering the spiritual flow. Let us begin with the first law. Law number 1, the law of the inner chamber. Before anything can manifest on the outside, it must first be anchored within. In a world louder than ever, your primary distraction isn't external noise. It is internal chaos. Your phone, your notifications, your endless to-do lists. But breakthrough demands isolation. It demands a sacred space. When you enter your inner chamber, you are shutting out the opinions of man. To open yourself fully to the instruction of the divine, you cannot pray for a result that your current mindset is actively in conflict with. If you pray for peace but constantly feed on anxiety, your glass is too full to receive. Empty yourself first. God does not pour new wine into old, rigid wineskins. Stillness is not passive. It is the ultimate form of active preparation. In the quiet of the inner chamber, your thoughts begin to line up with truth. Once the internal noise is gone, you enter the second dimension. This brings us to the law of spiritual resonance. The universe responds to frequency. Spiritual truth operates on resonance. You do not attract what you want. You attract what you are in alignment with. If your prayers are rooted in fear, desperation, or lack, you are vibrating at the frequency of the problem. You are essentially asking for freedom while clinging to the chains. To receive a breakthrough, your spirit must resonate with the reality of the promise. This means speaking health when your body feels tired, speaking abundance when resources are thin. It is an unshakable conviction that the victory is already yours in the spiritual realm. The physical world will try to convince you otherwise. It will present storms, delays, and rejections. But a resonant soul cannot be swayed by temporary atmospheric conditions. You remain grounded. You hold the line. You keep your frequency high. When your resonance matches the promise, the breakthrough begins to seek you out. It becomes a magnetic pull. You no longer chase the blessing chases you. And finally, we arrive at the third law, the law of expectant waiting. Breakthrough rarely happens instantly. It occurs in the in-between, the gap after you have prayed, but before you see any visible change with your eyes. Most people fail here. They wait passively, with doubt creeping into their minds. They ask, why isn't it working? And by doing so, they cancel their own prayers. But expectant waiting is active. It is preparing for rain while the sky is still clear. It is setting the extra plate at the table. It is cleaning out the garage for the new vehicle. Expectation is faith in action. It signals to heaven that you trust the timing. A seed underground doesn't panic because it's dark. It uses the pressure to grow. Your delay is not a denial. It is a developmental season preparing you for the weight of your blessing. When you align your silence, your resonance, and your expectation, the ceiling doesn't just crack. It shatters completely. The floodgates open, and what was blocked for years flows in seconds. You step into an entirely new dimension of authority, peace, and spiritual power. We want to stand in alignment with you today. What area of your life needs a breakthrough right now? Is it your health, your mind, your family? Drop it in the comments below so we can join in agreement. Remember, you are not fighting for victory. You are fighting from victory. But breakthrough is only half the battle. To keep your peace in the storm, You must protect your gates. Click on our next video to learn how to put on the spiritual armor that keeps you anchored. Stay blessed.